Well, good morning, Common Thread. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. I had a lot of fun this week reading through our chat group, the things that you can't control that nevertheless get your focus, your energy. You may want to get into the chat group. It really does make our meditations together even better. You can do that on our new app under Groups. And as we've been saying, this summer we're focusing on self-examination together, so it's going to be best if you've got something to write with, so you may want to pause the recording and get that. And after you've done that, let's begin, as we do, with some breathing and relaxing. Take a breath in and try and breathe out for twice as long as you breathe in. In and slowly out, relaxing your body as you exhale. In, slowly out. Turns out that way of breathing stimulates the vagus nerve and puts us in a more restful state, more receptive posture. So do that for a few moments, breathing in, out for twice as long, relaxing as you do. And continuing that breathing pattern, in last week's guided meditation, we looked at what gets our energy, our focus, our emotion, our thoughts that we really cannot control. Recognize that when those things get our bandwidth, what doesn't get it is things that we actually could do something about. So today we're going to practice listening, discerning, waiting for the inner nudge, the inner wisdom promptings of things that are for us right now that we actually could control. As we go through the guided meditation, I'll suggest some common areas, and anything that pings you, any of those inner voice nudges I just mentioned, go ahead and pause and write them down. Later on, we'll talk about what we can do with the list. Continuing, though, to breathe in, slower breath out, open and receptive. In, out, open and receptive. We listen carefully because we can't really do everything that we actually are able to do something about. That's why we're discerning. Inner wisdom. A little prompt inside that says, this one is for you. This one is for now. Maybe as I read through the list, a person will come to mind, or a situation, or a way that you could act. We're listening for something that pings you and says, yes, for you. Another breath. Out more slowly, relaxing. We can control the way we treat other people. See if something comes to mind, a memory, something you do, something you say. See what comes up for you. And again, if something does, pause, write it down. We can control if we hold on to grudges, or if we let them go. If we hold on to negative emotions, or if we let them go. Hold on to the judgments that we have made about other people, or let them go. Something there for you? We can control if we're grateful, if we savor the good things in life, if we look for and appreciate good things that we run across. For you? And we can control how we act toward others. Are we supportive? Are we understanding? Do we interact with one another around virtue or goodness? Or no? Anything there for you? Take a moment. In more ways than we usually think, we can control where our time goes, who we spend it with, how we spend it, where we put our focus, our energy. Anything there? Something you can control? Like the growth practices, communal, the contemplative, the learning, the serving, or caring for our bodies, caring for our minds. You can control that. Anything there? And we can control if we're open to new ideas or open to opportunities, adaptable, willing to change. Basically, we can control our actions, our reactions, and our mindset. Take a moment, pause the recording, write down anything that comes up for you. What can you control that gets that inner prompting for you? Take a moment. Okay, here's what I hope you'll do with me with your list. These are things that we can control, but we can't control all of them, at least not all at once. So after the recording, maybe stay quiet for a few moments. Continue listening for that inner voice. Which one? There may be several there, but which one? And choose one. Listen for an inner prompting and choose one. And then, as we did last week, make a reminder. Put it on the bathroom mirror or your nightstand, your phone. And then let's watch ourselves for a whole week. And let's talk together. In the chat group, maybe as you're going for a walk with someone, maybe call somebody. Let's watch ourselves and talk about what we see. What can we control in our lives? So in Dwelling Divine, may we not give time, energy, focus, thought, emotion to the things we can't control, so that we can give it to those things we can. Amen. Well, let's grow together this week. I'll see you in the chat group.